Good morning, YouTube. Morning steps are underway. We have a few things planned for today. So I'm going down to Watford to see one of my best friends. I haven't seen him in ages, it feels like. So we're going to do a little catch up, and then I've got to train, and then I'm going to train with Kyle again. We've got upper and then some posing. So training at the old hub, my old home gym, before I moved, so I'm really excited to go back there, see everyone, interact with people, and catch up with some great bodybuilders that I haven't seen in a while. So I'm very excited to go back to train and socialize with everyone at the old gym, as well as train with Carl again. And then of course we're going to do some posing tweaking, making sure that we're in the right position. We are 54 days out from show one. Let's see how we're looking. Good morning, YouTube. I have no idea how much I've already filmed this morning, or how much I've actually used within this clip. So I'm going to start from the beginning. If I use this, So good morning. Welcome to episode 4 of the prep series. Today we've got a few different things. So I'm going to my childhood hometown to train with Kyle, do some upper. I'm also going to see one of my best friends who I haven't seen in what feels like forever. And we're going to do a little catch up, a little walk. But for the meantime, I have got a monster to collect. We just turned up to my local corner shop. As with every place, you have a little premiere. So we are here to grab a monster, grab the basics for the drive, and then so basically what's going to happen is go and see Dan first, we'll catch up, go on a walk, get some steps in. I'm also actually morning got the goods, of course, my baby. As you can tell, because I've got 2 other random empty cans. I've got cans all in my car. I've got Monster cans, Diet Coke cans, anything that I need to drink that will keep me from dying of starvation. Coming back to Watford will always be a strange old feeling. Because when you go back to your old hometown, where you know, like I lived here for 18 years, so know the place inside out, don't have to have a map for anywhere. You tell me a place and I could just drive there. And it's always so surreal that I moved, because when we were doing the whole moving process, I don't think I ever really thought that deep into it. It was just kind of something that was happening and a next chapter in my life. But every single time that I come back, it's almost like a deep thought that I actually moved. I actually changed places and progressed in my life. So obviously it's not necessarily progressed in my life because I wasn't the one who was in charge of all the moving. I was just kind of a tag along. But still, it's a change in scenery, and it's definitely allowed me to progress as a person massively. Like working in the job that I'm in at the moment, that I love, training at a gym that I love around so many amazing people that just inspire me and motivate me to get better every single day. So shout out to them lot. That's the one thing I missed about this place. 130 here for petrol, and mine 138, 140. Awful. The state of petrol at the moment. Like, the diesel here is the same price or slightly more, ever so slightly more expensive than the price of petrol at home. Ridiculous. It was so lovely to catch up with Dan. There's a lot that we spoke about. And the main thing that we spoke about, which I wanted to talk about on here, was the difference in tracking your weight, whether you're on a meal plan, a set meal plan, or whether you're on macros. So if you're tracking your food based off of macros and your daily food intake varies from day to day, then the best way for you to be tracking your weight should be averaging weekly, because your daily food intake will fluctuate, which will cause your weight to fluctuate at the same time, because you might have a higher water holding carb or a denser carb, or there's loads of different factors that can affect the way that our body responds to the food. If you're having different foods but you're tracking to the same macros every day, then to track your weight, you want to be averaging weekly. That will give you the most consistent changes to your weight and the most accurate way to track your weight loss. Whereas if you are tracking daily, if you are tracking to a macro plan where you have the same foods every single day in the same volumes or similar volumes, then you want to track your weight daily, and that'll be more accurate because there's less fluctuations and less variables that can determine and affect the way that your weight is. The less factors that can determine your weight change. the weight isn't the thing that we're focusing on. With our delts, because they are a smaller muscle, you're mainly focusing on the time under tension, the volume, and the weight is enough that it's going to create stimulus, but not so much that you're losing out reps, because there's no point you doing 6 to 8 reps on side delts on a really heavy weight when you can do it with more time under tension, more reps, and a slightly lower volume. A little bit of upper, some posing. I'm gonna do cardio later because I have to get back in time for a few different calls and things. Busy boy I am. So yeah, very successful. Pump was good, very comfortable with the position I'm in. Kyle was very happy with the way that we looked, definitely moving in the direction that we want to be. And that concludes episode 4. So we've had a very productive day today. Now just unwinding. I've got a bit of cardio to do because we didn't do that at the gym. So I'm about to go to the gym to do some cardio, get some more steps in so that we hit our step goal for today. And then we'll be on our way home. All meals are checked off, so we have finished all food. So that's a wrap from me. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. And if you enjoy, as always, leave a like and comment. Tell me what I can improve on or what you enjoyed about the video. And leave a follow for more. Peace out, guys.